Сиси, ты можешь собой гордиться. Скаридный сквалыга. Вот как расшифровываются твои инициалы.
Джина, тебя опять занесло в свинарник?
Нет. Я взяла такси и отправилась в магазин. Думаешь, мне хватило денег расплатиться за такси? Нет, ты что же? Шофер вышвырнул меня из машины и прямо на глазах у Фионы фиг.
По крайней мере, внимание светской хроники нам обеспечено.
Смейся, смейся. Посмотрим, как вы засмеетесь, когда полицейские поволокут вас в тюрьму вместе с ненаглядной Келли.
Oh, and if you don't give me a cash allowance today, and every week from now on, I think I'll use that tape for kindling.
What are the police doing on my property? What right do they have to invade my privacy?
The police have more rights than anybody, CC, even you. What can you expect? After all, they're pursuing a murder suspect. I guess that little tape I have is probably tripled in value.
You want to see a murder committed? You better get the hell out of here. You will.
I'm exhausted anyway. I get a nice hot bath.
Hope you drowned in the tub, Gina.
Homicidal tendencies seem to run in the family.
Don't worry, darling. Nobody's going to hurt Kelly.
Nobody wants to hurt her. They just want to arrest her. Actually, I hope Kelly gives everybody the slip and comes home. I'll take her in my arms, give her a big hug, and say, "Welcome home, princess." How does 20 to life sound?
Oh, that's it. Try that.
Well, you're just in time for the post-mortem. My entire career bound and boxed.
You aren't really going to let him blackmail you out of this office, are you? Mason, if you can't stick up for yourself, at least stick up for the rest of us. Nobody here wants to work with Keith. And everybody is going to miss you. I know that I will.
Miss an arrogant, self-centered, lawless lawyer like myself?
Clever as ever. Even to the end.
Careful, Timmons. I still have a few blunt instruments I haven't packed yet.
Or maybe you'd rather concoct a plan to kidnap me, but not really kidnap me.
You are despicable.
I'm also the district attorney.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah, as soon as he hands in his resignation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't had time to draft a letter yet. Why don't I engrave it on your forehead?
Well, I'll be patient, but I wouldn't draw this out too long. I mean, how many words does it take to say you're through, washed up, finished, out, on your ear?
Hey, that Mr. C's manhunt certainly botched the job he sent him over here to do.
We didn't, pal. This is a list of the last places that Kelly was spotted.
Where could they go? They have no money. They have no passport. They're prisoners of this city. They have no escape.
Otto, why don't you and Perl go down and get the most detailed map of the city you can find, and we're going to need complete departure schedules of the railroads, the buses, and the airlines.
Okay, consider it done. Come on, pal. I can speak a half a dozen dead languages, but my German can use it as a...
You think we're going to be able to find her?
Yeah, I do. We'll find her.
I want to believe that. Just hope we're not too late.
Trust me.
I do.
Just once I'd like to know what they pack in here. If I didn't know better, I'd swear they were corpses. There you go, pal. At least you'll get some air. At least you get some air. At least you'll get some air. At least you'll get some air.
No, but there is some resemblance.
Next time I see the inside of a box, I better be good and dead.
Listen, claustrophobia can be cured, you know.
I really must need a shrink. I just spent 15 hours being shipped like an unripe banana, and for what? Trying to save the skin of a murderess, that's what.
I'm glad you didn't sleep like I did. Maybe you would have been in a better mood. You know, and besides, if I wasn't innocent, how could I sleep so soon? You're so crabby. Why don't you just go turn yourself in, Jeffrey?
But I'm not guilty, except for saving your skin.
My skin would have been just fine if you wouldn't have gotten messed up in this.
We have a warrant, sir.
Cars.
They're looking for us.
Correction, they're looking for you.
Come on, just get back in here.
I'm not spending another second in this cop.
Jeffrey, we don't have time to argue.
Yeah, I have all the time in the world. I got a clean slate. I think they'll go easy on me. Especially after I turn you in.
I wonder which judge we should approach first to hear this tape with you and these fake kidnappers. What do you think?
How do you think they're going to like it when they find out that you blackmailed yourself back into this office, Keith?
Julia.
Oh, I have it all here, Mason. I have all the phone calls, all the You know, you and Kelly could have the first brother-sister cell in prison history.
I'm going to find some way to expose you to them.
Woo, that sounds like fun.
Oh.
Right now?
Yeah. You won't be laughing when they haul you off to prison. Nobody hurts the people that I care about.
Care about? Ooh, something's going on here that I don't know about.
Julia, why don't you go see to Gus Jackson's release? Tell him that a public apology has been drafted. Hopefully that will clear his name and help him get that news started.
Oh, Gus Jackson. You know, that is the last flash in the pan in your brilliant career. This was wonderful. You arrest the wrong clown. Put him on trial while he's on trial. The right guy turns into a terrorist to your next-door neighbors. I mean, that is the stuff that legends are made of.
You slime. You are not half the lawyer that he is. And you never will be, Keith. You never will be.
Let's see you, St. Joan. Listen, I'll go easy on him. It'll be okay.
Let me tell you something, Timmons. I'm not worried about him. I want to come back here to help hide the body when he is done through with you. I'm not done with you, Kenny.
Lovely girl. Let's see now, where were we? Oh, yes, we're passing the torch. Let's see now. What shall we say? My legal incompetence having left a stigma on the district attorney's office, which can only be wiped out by responsible leadership, you know?
I can sum it up in 2 words, Keith.
I quit. For this, he went to community college. Irene, Mason Capwell left this message for you to type.
Don't threaten me unless you mean it.
You know, I keep asking myself, why should I risk my neck for a spoiled brat I don't even know?
Because I haven't done anything wrong.
Please, yeah, like the man said.
I'll check it out. Hey, nice dog. Hey, Kim. Reminds me of my mother-in-law. She doesn't like cops either.
Hey, look what we got over here.
What? Nah, they're empty. This is Miller. We found 2 large empty crates in Concourse B, so seal off all the exits. Listen, there's no sign of our suspects, but we will continue our radius. Over.
Looking for me?
Don't do that. If I'd screamed, those guys would have come back in here in a second.
You're awful jumpy for a cold-blooded killer. Huh? Well, look, just stay put. I'm gonna find a phone and call your father.
Let me call my father.
Oh, yeah, that's all we need. You walking through the airport like a damn tourist. Like, use your head. The cops will spot you in a minute. Now, look, if you get lonely, talk to the parrot, okay?
Personal follies. I've got a phone call to make. The
Dan! Dan! I did everything, including threatening them with a lawsuit. They wouldn't even budge.
Who sent them?
That's the best part. My son.
Come on.
I'm telling you, they said the DA told him to stake out the entire estate in case Kelly showed up.
Mason would never blanket this place with police.
Well, what the hell is going on? Where's the witch?
Belly up in her bubble bath, I hope.
Yes, let me have the district attorney's office. Well, if this is his office, I would like to speak to him. What the hell are you talking about? He's not accepting calls. Listen, you tell him that his father called and to get back to me right away. Oh, baby. You know, all I wanted to do was get Kelly back home. I trusted Mason to anticipate every error. Never should have done it.
Maybe the DA will give Kelly a break. I doubt it, but maybe.
Why don't you just shut up, Gina?
Speaking of the DA, have you heard the good news?
The hell are you talking about?
Well, it's really very simple. Mason's out and Keith's in. So I guess I'm the one with friends in high places these days. Now, how about that allowance?
You have a phone call.
Something. The pastor doesn't remember seeing anyone, but his housekeeper does.
Well, can we talk to her?
Yeah, he's gonna call her right now. Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. I'm just not a very religious person, and being in a place like this makes me feel like I'm missing something.
What, like maybe a sense of being at peace with yourself?
Could be. It's like the silence tries to say something to you.
You know, when I was a little kid, my mama used to drag me to church every Sunday, and I hated it because I could see my friends out playing.
Were you an altar boy?
Yeah, 4 years running. You bet. In retrospect, I'm glad she made me go. I've always felt comfortable in church because of that, I think. It's like one place you can go to relax mentally when your mind starts running away with you.
Well, I wish I could get over this feeling that I've been here before.
Could you have been?
Well, I don't know. I spent a few weekends in Zurich when I was living in France. One of them was very special.
Why was that?
Well, after one of the leisurely weekends, I boarded the Orient Express, and I met this guy. This guy changed my life.
You know,
would you look at this?
well, what do you know? Jeffrey Conrad. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have a spare quarter, would you?
Please see the ticket.
Come on, just 1 quarter. Come on, lady, just 1 quarter.
It started during the Depression.
I told you to stay out of sight.
I'm going to make a call.
With what, your smile? It's the only thing that'll get you arrested.
You know what? 15 hours in a crate, you've lost some of your brain cells. Just watch me.
No, I'm too busy trying to get us changed, right? Excuse me, sir. Sir, you happen to have a quarter?
Excuse me, this is my quarter.
Excuse me. Yes, I'd like to make a collect call, please, to C.C. Capwell from Iden. That's right, Iden.
To the once and future DA, Keith Timmons, may he rot in peace. Well, you're just in time to toast my impending departure.
No thanks, I've already had breakfast.
Oh, come on, live dangerously.
Oh, I have. I have an early birthday present for you. It's the real thing right out of his sweaty little hands.
Julia, I've underestimated you.
Oh, it's nothing that any semi-law-abiding citizen wouldn't do.
Well, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, give me a hairpin.
I don't wear hairpins. How about a leather opener?
Okay.
Ooh, come on.
How about a 38? Something's got to open it.
Oh, here, pull it. No.
Right.
Wait.
Oh, you two, you really disappoint me. I would have thought you were above this kind of thing. Hey, there's one thing about briefcases. Like many other things, no two are alike. I suppose this was just an innocent little mistake, wasn't it?
Oh, Keith, we were just about to return that to you.
After you blew the lock off. Here, allow me.
Doesn't matter, Julia. Tape wasn't in the case anyway.
You are so quick, but you know you're real close here. I do have a tape, actually. It's Women in Chains. I've always had a thing for Ida Lupino. You know, they just don't make women like they used to.
That would explain your fascination with Gina.
Huh. Well, here. You can have this. You may need it when you join the ranks of the unemployed.
You know, one of these days, Keith, you're going to trip yourself up, and I pray that I am there to see it happen.
Oh, not likely. 5 years of ballet. You know, you two can leave my would-be office right now, okay? Before I charge you with petty theft. And Mason, 1 o'clock, the supervisor's office.
In the meantime, how about a movie? I wouldn't get too comfortable in that chair, Keith. It has a way of changing owners without warning.
The woman is blonde and very pretty.
Da waren zwei. She saw them both.
Uh-huh. Well, good. Did you hear what they said?
Ja, sie sind weggelaufen, als die Polizei kam. The police were here.
Oh, great.
Yes. Both escape.
Oh, they escaped? Oh, well, that's good. That's what we wanted to know.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, danke. Thank you.
Bitte.
You bet.
What if the police caught up with them, Cruz?
Well, I think we have to assume...
Hey, come on, easy with the Venus.
Hi.
Somewhere there, Castillo? They nabbed me at the theater.
Oh, my name is Inspector Castillo. I'm a police officer.
Huh? Well, I see no badge.
Oh, well, that's because I'm on special assignment. You could check with the American Embassy or the Swiss officials. The Zurich Police Department has given us their full cooperation. I know how you feel, man. I'd feel the same way if I were with you guys. Interpol is always the last to know somehow.
What's the name of your contact in Zurich?
My contact is Captain Klaus Weber, Central Headquarters.
Well, go check your story. In the meantime, you remain under house arrest at your hotel.
Oh, I'm afraid that's out of the question. You see, we're looking for a woman who's wanted for a federal offense in the United States, and the ramifications of your interference would be beyond your capacity to contemplate. Believe me.
All right, you can go. But I'm going to talk to this Captain Weber.
Please do that, and I know it's an imposition, but would you say hello to his wife for me? Thanks. Oh, man. I don't believe.
What is it? Who's Klaus Weber?
You remember good old Big Fat Buzz from Buzz's Seafood Emporium?
Klaus Weber is Buzz?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take them a little while to figure that out.
Well, maybe not as long as we think. I think we have probably got an hour to play with, which means we should split up. Eden, you should go with him.
Why? I want to go with you.
Well, if those guys come back, they're going to try to take me into custody. And so somebody should stay free to look for Kelly. Look, let's not waste time. Let's just get out of here and get it done. We'll be back at Kelly's little room. Go ahead.
All right.
Good luck.
A list of out-of-pocket expenses as mistress of this house.
I'm not about to discuss this until I get some answers.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, not exactly.
Well, your guesses about Keith Timmons are usually quite accurate.
Well, look, first give me the allowance.
First, give me an explanation.
Okay, I did overhear that Keith said he has something on Mason that's going to force him to resign.
What does he have?
I don't know. Ask Keith.
Nothing will get Mason out of that office. Nothing.
Well, then you have nothing to worry about. Now, how about the money?
Why don't you talk to my accountant?
Oh, come on, Caesar. He's a bigger tightwad than you are. He makes you look like Daddy Warbucks.
Well, then I'm afraid you're going to have a cash flow problem, aren't you? Unless you open that big mouth of yours and tell me what the hell is going on downtown.
Transcontinental Air Flight 1215 is now arriving at Gate 6. Transcontinental Air Flight 1215 is now arriving at Gate 6.
But I already told you everything I know.
Well, then, that's about what it's worth. Why don't you put this towards your allowance? Hello. Yes, this is he. Of course I'll accept the charges. Eden, darling, is everything all right?
Daddy, no, it's Kelly.
Honey, are you okay? Is everything all right?
Listen, I'm fine. I'm on my way home. Something happened in Zurich. We're trying to get...
Baby! Hello? Hello? Kelly!
What are you doing?
Cops are right behind us, okay? Don't say a word. Let's just walk away calmly, okay?
Said where she was.
Just that she was leaving Zurich and she's on her way home.
Home is the worst place she could be right now.
I know.
I assume you have noticed, then, if you are referring to that herd of Santa Barbara's finest camping outside our door.
Yeah, Timmons didn't waste any time. I don't believe it. I was the one that told everyone not to use the house phone. I specifically said we had to keep the kidnap plan tight.
And Timmons was tapping the phone, so when McGinnis called us and he heard that the whole deal fell through, he recorded everything, didn't he? How the hell could you let us get caught up in this?
One lapse of concentration was all it took. One mistake.
See, Gina was aware of this from the beginning. She told Keith about it. He contacted Interpol.
Look, he is the one that masterminded this whole thing, this whole secret, this whole plan, which is supposed to be shrouded in secrecy.
Well, do you want me to hang myself now, or would you like an official execution later on?
You are beautiful, Mason. Another flip remark while your sister's running away from the police.
Didn't you warn her to stay away?
I didn't have time to warn her to stay away.
Then we'll have to get to her first.
Oh, really? How? You going to send one of your no-goods out there to get her, to help her out, another your incompetence?
Cece, it's enough now.
Well, he's just getting warmed up, Sophia. I know it may come as a shock to you, Dad, but I did do my best for Kelly.
Please, Mason, your best, you don't know what your best is. Your whole life has been one series of long, near misses. I'm only sorry your sister has to suffer for this. Why don't you be the one to tell her the police are going to lock her up? Now, where are you going? I'm not through with you yet. Mason!
Stop it, Cece. Leave him alone.
Nah, I took a leisurely excursion down an empty baggage chute. But don't tell me you were worried.
Of course I do.
Here. I bought us lunch.
A banana?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's all I could get, you know.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah. Hey, are you going to share that, or are you going to inhale it in one breath?
Thanks. Now I can miss dinner.
Always complain this much?
Really, have I had so much to complain about?
Well, I'm sure my father will make it worth your while.
Yeah, I wonder how much an heiress delivered safe and sound goes for these days.
Is that all I am to you? A dollar sign?
That and a pain in the... Ask me one more of those stupid questions and I'm gonna...
Flying boxes like normal people? Cheer up, Willie. We only got one more to haul.
I don't know about that. You know, you've seen one coffin, you've seen them all.
Look at this. Look at his face moving. You're never going to guess where they're heading.
Egypt?
No. California.
Oh.
The answer to our prayer.
Oh, no. No, you pray harder.
This is perfect, Jeffrey.
Yeah, for a mummy. And alive people have arms and legs that move and eyes that need windows.
Listen, we're not going to get another chance like this.
I am not traveling 3,000 miles in a coffin. And no bonus is worth that. Forget it. No way. No.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, no, that's excellent news, Mr. C. Don't worry about a thing. We'll take it from here. Right. Aloha, Mr. C. Oh. Sorry about that. Guess what? Kelly is not in Zurich. She's already left. She's on her way home. She just talked to the old man.
They got out?
Well, did she say where she was?
Here's the bad news. The cops are waiting for her when she gets back.
Well, then we're going to have to find a way to warn her.
Well, how? We don't even know how she got there, what route she took.
You know, pal, I was a little worried about you. I thought maybe the agents, since you were gone so long, maybe they nabbed you.
Well, actually, they were on my tail from the moment I left that church, but I gave them the slip about an hour ago. They obviously know the story's a phony, so the quicker we get out of the country, the better.
Otter said the airport's closed.
Did he get those railroad schedules?
My boy took care of everything. We checked all the terminals. No sign of them leaving.
Okay, well, that's cool. Why don't you see if you can get us 3 rail passes to Paris? We can get home from the States from there.
Hey, we can go by horse if necessary.
Home to the States from there.
Oh, we're just back at square
No,
one.
no, we're going to find your little sister. It's going to be too long.
Oh, I'm fine. Really.
You have a fever, don't you?
I'm fine. I'm just tired.
Why didn't you say something? I can maybe find one of those drugstores or whatever they call them there in Zurich. I can get you something.
No, I'm fine.
Now, you listen to me. We have a lot of work to do. I need you to be in fighting trim.
All right, I won't argue.
No, I know you're sick. I'll be right back. Why don't you lie down?
Maybe I will, thanks.
And if anybody comes to the door, you don't answer it. You just rest.
Don't I always do what you say?
You're delirious, aren't you? I'll be back.
Where is my victory parade? Don't tell me I missed it.
You've missed a lot of things.
Oh, you should have seen me there. I was a model of grace and decorum.
I'm sure.
Where? Where? Hey! I had the board of supervisors. They were ready to appoint me as dictator for life. They said, what was it exactly? They said they saw no reason why I shouldn't complete my elected term in office.
Really? Even though the papers were full of hallelujahs when Mason took over?
That's an exaggeration.
So I bet he didn't go down without a fight.
Oh, without a squeak. I had him here, and I squeaked. I mean, I was the George Patton of extortion.
Well, you must be exhausted after all that conniving. Why don't you go take a nap?
No, Keithy isn't sleepy-pied. Keithy would like to do some other things, though.
He'd probably like it right here in CC's atrium.
Yeah,
Well, since he hasn't had a very good day, I doubt it would cheer him up. I think Mason filled him in on your good news.
Oh, really? What color green did he turn?
Oh, about as green as his money. Look, Keith, if you're going to gloat, why don't you go do it someplace else?
Where are you so touchy about all of a sudden? This has something to do with Mason.
It's just been the whole...
What are you doing in my house?
Well, I'm here to check on my men. They're the cops picnicking in the West Lawn.
How dare you? How dare you show your face here after what you did to my family, my daughter and my son?
Hey, put a cap on the blood pressure. I'm leaving. Oh, by the way, I want to invite you to a little reception I'm having in my office, welcoming myself back.
Well, you better have a metal detector, Mr. D.A.
Is that a threat?
You're not as dense as I thought.
Look, why don't you leave while you're ahead of the game, Keith?
No, I wonder what I should do with, this.
What is that?
That's, the warrant to arrest Kelly. Well, I guess I should give it to her myself.
You were going to wish you were dead if you ever set foot in this house again.
Please make my day. I'd like to put your whole family under lock and key. Come on, come on.
Stop it.
You're not worth it. Not at all.
You know, it's really nice seeing you people again. I guess we've seen a lot of each other once the prodigal is back in town, huh?
He is the one that should be behind bars.
Kelly, I gotta find a way to warn Kelly. I've got to. If I can just place that call. I mean, when I got the call, there was a filter system like a public address system or something like that, but I don't know where. It was an airplane or a train depot. If she left Zurich today or yesterday, how do I find out where?
You see, there are people that can do that for us.
You don't expect the police to volunteer now, do you?
I was thinking about Mason.
I knew you'd come back.
How did it go for Gus?
Fine. He's not being released from the hospital yet, but as of today, he's a free man.
Good. This day could use a bright spot.
Did you resign?
Right on schedule. Fitting climax to a none too distinguished career.
Mason, you had no idea what Timmons was up to. You can never be half the man that you are.
You mean half as crafty?
No.
What you said during the trial was right on, Julie. I am selfish and self-serving. Well, I am a veritable kaleidoscope of vices. I'm doing you a favor by bowing out of the agreement gracefully.
You have no idea what I want or how I feel.
Well, that's part of the deal, wasn't it?
Forget the deal. Just forget the deal. I've kept a lot of things to myself this month. I've been real confused about a lot of things.
Well, if you can't romance them, confuse them, that's my motto. Now, trust me, Julia. You're well out of our arrangement. Not just for your sake, but for the baby's.
Says who? Says who? I mean, that's what I want to know. Don't I have any say in the matter?
Oh, of course you do. That's why you want to find a man who can give this baby everything it deserves. I just wish it could have been me.
Why can't it?
Oh, do I have to spell it out, Julia? You already know. I don't measure up. As you yourself have said, all too often. I am grateful for the time we had together. I guess it's just time to let it go.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry I was gone so long.
No, I took a nap. Otto had some aspirin. I feel better.
Great. Well, maybe you should still take this medicine. It took a while to explain to the pharmacist what I needed, but, you know, it might do you some good.
Thanks.
That blanket isn't going to do you much good around your hips. Why don't you try it? Around your shoulders.
What would I do without you?
No, I'm not going to change my mind. I meant everything I said to Mason.
Well, then I think that would make you self-centered, ungrateful, and I would never believe that about you.
Me? This was all Mason's idea, not mine, Sophia.
But that's only because he allowed you to make him feel responsible for what happened to Kelly. He would never hurt Kelly deliberately. He loves her too much. But you made it seem like he jeopardized her freedom on purpose.
I don't want to discuss this any further.
See,
I said I don't want to discuss. It's over, Sophia.
All right, it's your son. Your son, not mine. But if you try to keep me quiet, it's not going to solve our problem.
I'm very well aware of that.
Cece, our one and only enemy is Gina. Look what she does to us.
Well, don't you worry, because I already have something in mind for her and her sidekick. I'm going to hit them where it hurts the most. The pocketbook.
They have access to your money.
There's not enough money in the world for Keith and Gina. I'm going to create a shortage and watch them sweat.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to feed their greed and then watch what happens.
Looks the same as it did the day you quit.
Yep.
Tacky. Your office is real tacky, Keith. Think fast. You lose. You know what I could do? I could paint the walls, some new carpets, some new upholstery, and really make this a showplace. Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you speaking to me now?
Sure. Oh. Sorry I snapped at you this morning about Mason. It's just... I just felt bad for him, that's all.
You've got a soft spot for him, haven't you?
So what if I do?
There or there?
Why are you acting so weird?
Rather acted like Mason?
Sometimes. Yeah, that might be nice for a change. Hey, what are you doing?
Right here. That's where I brought Mason down. We're going to teach you to forget him once and for all.
Make it a double this time. You know, Jody, you've got what it takes to be a world-class bartender. A heavy hand, limber wrist, and no sophomoric advice.
Well, thanks, Mr. Capwell. But maybe a drink isn't exactly what you need about now.
No, you just blew it. Couldn't resist, could you? I want to see your PhD in barroom psychology.
I'm just saying a drink doesn't take the place of a good friend.
Well, you're absolutely right, Jody. And if I had somebody to turn to, I would. But nobody cares about little old me, and the feeling is mutual. So, may I just drink in peace?
Jeffrey? Are you okay? You know, you kind of look like King Tut.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to make fun. I mean, believe me, I know what it's like to be afraid of things.
Claustrophobia is not just a fear, you know.
Whatever it is. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. Apologies accepted. And anyway, you were right. These things got us here, didn't they?
Oh, is that a compliment, sort of? May faint right on the spot.
What is this place?
It looks like some sort of moving van or something, but I'll tell you, they got some weird taste. Well, it's only 3,000 more miles to go.
Yeah, well, let's hope they're a lot smoother than the last 3, huh?
Leaving your dreams behind.
I remember when I gave you that nightgown.
First night I moved into the beach house.
We had quite a fire that night, didn't we?
We have quite a fire tonight.
Almost perfect.
Feel like I just killed Cupid.
Cupid will survive. Any luck with the trains?
Well, you might say that. I got us all booked on the legendary, the one and only Orient Express.
Stay with TV 10 for the Daily News, named the outstanding news organization in the Mid-Atlantic region. Make the Daily News your source for complete and accurate information tonight at 6 on TV 10.